Firstly, Tim, congratulations on your 13th Test 5-wicket bag. Can you give us an assessment on the day, firstly from a team perspective and personally for yourself?
Yeah, I think it was a great day for us. We knew we probably had to make early inroads with a new ball, slightly harder ball. Two guys that were set and playing nicely. So yeah, it was nice to take a couple of wickets early this morning and create a few chances. And yeah, I think it was all in all pretty solid bowling performance after being asked to bowl first. And I think the way our openers have gone out and played has been exceptional. I think we've come sort of to terms with and used to Tom Latham being so solid at top of the order, but for someone like Will Young, who hasn't played any cricket since the World Test Championship final, I don't think any longer form cricket. So for him to go out and play the way he's played has been great to watch as well.
Just on your bowling, there was a little bit of concern for you yesterday with a sort of, I think it was a slight tight right groin. Can you just talk to us about what the issue was there, and then how you were able to sort of push on through today? And I think you bowled pretty much for that whole first session unbroken.
Yeah, it was in that over I came off, I felt something very very tight in the groin area, and then just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything that was going to I guess get a hell of a lot worse. So just come off, and it was nice to. And reassuring to know it wasn't muscular. It was more in the tendon. So I think for peace of mind, that was nice. And then having played a bit of cricket, you tend to sort of be able to play through some sort of stiffness and some soreness. So yeah, a bit of physio last night, a few painkillers, and yeah, it's nothing new to be able to play through a little bit of pain. So yeah, I think the best painkiller is wickets. So I think that sort of numbed the pain there for a little bit this morning.
And just on your rhythm, you certainly looked in good rhythm. How did it feel?
Yeah, just obviously after coming off the back of a lot of T20 cricket, it's it's nice to get back out there and get into some sort of rhythm with the red ball.
And just a question from Guy Havelt, who isn't online but sent me some questions earlier. He just wanted to talk about how speaking of the diet of T20 cricket, how you've been able to get yourself up for this Test series and be so ready and peak at the right time.
Yeah, I think it's just something that modern players have to. If you play multi-formats, then it's something you have to adjust to. There's a couple of trainings throughout the T20 stuff where I sort of just, even though it was with a white ball, I just sort of concentrated on grooving my action, knowing that there was Test matches to come. So yeah, and being able to, I guess, not play the last T20 and have a couple of extra trainings with the red ball was better preparation than I initially thought I was going to have.
He's also asked about how you've adapted the way you've bowled over the years, and have you anything changed in the recent times? We obviously saw quite a few different ways of getting wickets today, which had all your sort of trademarks. So how have you sort of had to adapt your bowling over the years?
I think something that's stayed constant is just the willingness to get better, willingness to keep trying things. You come to this part of the world, it is foreign to what we're used to, and it's a great place to, I guess, you come and you do well in tough conditions. It's always nice. So. Yeah, I think just I think the love for playing for New Zealand and the want to play more and more along with the want to get better as well.
That kind of leads into his final question, just around how long would you want to keep going into your sort of 30s and deeper, as long as you're enjoying it?
Yeah, still early 30s, only 32 at the moment. So yeah, I'd absolutely love playing for New Zealand and representing our country. It's a massive honour and something that I love doing. So I'd love to do it for as long as I possibly can, or as long as the body will let me.
Cool. And before I pass it across to a couple of the journalists, any truth to the rumour you did have a red ball travelling with you through the T20 World Cup that you were sort of nursing through until you got to the tests?
Yeah, I do like to carry a red ball around, knowing that we had these at the back of a big period of T20 cricket. So yeah, it's nice to get it out and get a feel with it when possible.
Cool. I'll pass it across to Vishesh Roy, and then we can go to Kushan and a couple more, and we'll wrap it up. Thanks.
Hi Tim, how highly do you rate Will Young's and Tom Latham's performance with the bat, and will the game plan be to bat just once, looking how the pitch is offering low bounce already?
Yeah, I think it's been a tremendous start for our batters to go out and finish the day none down. I think they've played exceptionally well. If we can, I don't think we'll look too far ahead. I think we take it a session at a time. Obviously, it's nice to be in the position we're in with 10 wickets in the tank, but we know there's there's a lot of hard work that's in their quality side, and their bowlers are quality in these conditions. So we know we're going to have to be on top of our game tomorrow. And for us as a side, one of our strengths is we don't look too far ahead. So we'll just be taking it session by session.
And Tim, how pleasing is it for you to take a fiver in the Asian conditions where the ball does not offer much swing and bounce? So how pleasing was it? And was there any wicket that was more special to you than anybody else?
No, I think any wicket you take is always special. But yeah, it's always nice as a seamer to come to this part of the world and do well. Obviously a part of the world where spin plays a massive role. So as a seamer, it's always nice to be able to do well in such foreign conditions.
Thanks, Tim. Best of luck for the game.
Thank you.
Prashant.
Hi, Tim. My question is, how much of a length alteration did you need to do from yesterday to today, if any? And was a J.Anderson template of how he bowled to Pujara in England a kind of an indicator of how you people prepared to sort Pujara out with that off-stump channel?
Yeah, I guess your links vary in different conditions. You try and assess that as quickly as you possibly can. And yeah, I think with the newer ball, just hitting that length this morning was key. But yeah, we do a lot of planning before the series at ways you look to get batsmen out. But yeah, there's a little bit of reverse there at that time. So it's just about asking tough questions for long periods of time.
And Arani Vasu.
So Tim, I wanted to ask, when this series started, everyone was talking about how spin is going to play a big part, but it turned out that 8 wickets have been shared by you and Kyle. So looking at how much has that been an illusion kind of thing, or is it the pace in the pitch was too slow for the spinners to extract any kind of turn or trouble the batsman?
No, I think spin's going to play a massive part throughout the series, like it does in this part of the world. But our seamers have been a pillar for this side for a long time. I think the way Kyle's taken to Test cricket, it's very pleasing to see him first time in this part of the world, and to be able to bowl the way he's bowled is great signs for us as well. So I think as a collective bowling unit, you just try and do your role for the side, and the seamers were able to chip away, and it was nice to see AJ's take a couple of wickets at the end of the innings as well. But I'm sure spin will play a massive part in this series.
Tim, you have an insanely awesome record in Asian subcontinental conditions. You average under 24 over 12 matches over a long period of time. And also another stat I saw somewhere was that since 2018, with the old ball between 40 and 80 overs, used to average 30 before that. Since 2018, it's come down to 16 or something as insane as that. So could you just talk about how you bowl in subcontinental conditions? I know you've said that you just changed the angles, but a little bit more details then, please. Could you just talk about how do you bowl in subcontinent?
Yeah, I think it. Can you mute yours, Willie? Sorry. I think it's. I was fortunate to come to this part of the world as a youngster, and learned a lot from those trips here early on in my career. And I think just that I touched on it earlier about just the hunger to get better each time you go out and represent your country, and looking at different ways to learn and get better throughout as well. So I think just a combination of working hard and always looking at ways to get better, I guess, has helped that. I've always, I guess, the main skill is swinging the ball with the new ball, but a lot more training with the older ball and looking at different ways to take wickets. And same here in the subcontinent conditions, it is so foreign to back home. Just still being able to be a threat with the ball, and as a job as a bowler is to try and take wickets. So trying to find ways that suit myself to take wickets.
With the old ball, what have you done? Because you used to, as I said, averaging 30 between 40 to 80 overs that ball. Now it's half. So what specific things that you've done with the old ball in particular?
I'm not too sure exactly, but maybe it's just a shift I made without really knowing. But I think obviously training and working a lot harder with an older ball. You bowl majority of balls with an older ball, so I think just that shift at training to actually working on bowling more with an older ball. When it swings, I think that's my main skill. So that sort of when it is swinging, you are more dangerous. But I think it's still finding a way to be a threat with the older ball.
Cheers, boss. Thanks.
Thank you.